What up, y'all? What up? What's up? It's your boy Big Bootsie. I'm back again, man. We're gonna get into something different today, man. Skipping over all the other controversial stuff. I just wanted to make a few points about my friends and, our loyalty to each other and, unity. We stick together, man. And so, we over that hump. This right here, this Street Knowledge Podcast, this platform, I'm doing this to help better myself, help better other people out there that haven't been through what me and my friends been through. And for people that probably just don't know no better, think that it's cool to be out there in the streets. So, that's why when I hear certain things and certain things about my friends, I react. I was like that since a young boy. Little skinny old Bootsie, man. Hear something about my friends, what's up? Let's go. But now it's a different thing, different time. And we used to knuckle up back then. Wasn't all that get the guns and go kill each other like it's a sport. That's not it. That's not the way to go. But yeah, make sure you hold your friends down at all times. Loyalty is a must. And one thing about loyalty and your friends, the best friends are the ones that hold you down when you're not even there. And they still hold it down for you. They ain't let nobody talk crazy about you or nothing. So it just depends on the circumstances. So, that's what it is. Welcome back to Street Knowledge. I'm your boy, Big Bootsie. Just the things I like to do. And I'm always just keep it 1,000 and try to stir everybody in the right path. I'm not the best person in the world. I got things I need to work on as well. So, I'm aware of that. And I'm going to try and do things better. I want to make this platform better. And I want people to first I want people to understand this platform right here. It's a new platform that I created. I've been working hard for months, sitting in this house, in and out all day, bringing y'all good content. And, I'm going to keep up the good work. And it's only getting ready to get greater. And I'm just saying that to say, I'm not doing this for numbers. Yes, I would love to have great numbers, but I'm not going to attack nobody to get my numbers up. I'm never going to do that. That's not what it's about. I want to earn my numbers faithfully. I want to be cool with y'all. I want to be cool with everybody. Y'all spread the word that a guy like me is spreading good information and just being entertaining up here. Let y'all inside of some of the celebrities' minds and in their world when they promoting what they got going on. I'm going to be one of the platforms that can bring some of these celebrities up here, interview them, and give y'all some stuff. I might speak on some topics or some things that's going on, but it's not to tear nobody down. I don't got time for that or believe in that. You go against what we doing, then I'm gonna speak my mind about it, even if it's the brutally honest truth. It is what it is. But I don't do this for numbers. I want to get my numbers faithfully. And I want everybody to know I'm not making no money from this right now. I'm not. I'm doing this hard work and putting in these sweat and tears so when the money do come, I can say I made it, I did it, and it was done respectfully. The correct way. And I appreciate everybody that's showing me love, all the great comments and all that. You got your haters that comment down there, and some of them that don't know no better, don't understand the significance of when somebody telling them how a man was moving back in the days, moving that work for real. It's unbelievable to a lot of these people. A lot of these people that's commenting not even from the streets and know nothing about the streets and can't understand the math and want to compare our people to a Pablo Escobar and all that. No, but they was in that range. I know it's unbelievable, but That's what was going on. And that's why the feds brought them down eventually later on down the road because of who they were and status. Now the feds bringing down anybody that, because they got so many laws and guidelines now that they can just bring you down any kind of way they want. And that's picking us off one by one. And that's why this particular episode I'm about to speak about is a very serious topic and a very serious one, while all of us as a whole need to be sticking together when something happened to one of us. But yeah, that's what this is all about. So like I said, when the money start rolling in from just doing this, then I will really appreciate it. I'm appreciate the fact that y'all are the ones that's helping me do this, supporting me, and bringing new people to my channel. So let them know, subscribe. I know a lot of people don't like to subscribe and stuff like that, but it's just supporting another person. I subscribe to some channels when I just see somebody talking the right things. I subscribe to some channels when I see people out there just showing how they build houses and stuff like that. I subscribe to that because it's a support thing towards another person. It's just the same if you seen a person on the side holding a sign up asking for some money. You would say, man, they probably could work, but you don't know their outcome. They probably can't. And even if they can, so what? Give them $1, give them a quarter. It's just the thought that counts out the kindness of your heart. That's it. So, with that being said, everybody subscribe, share this to everybody. Hit the like button. What else I want to say? And leave me some good comments down there that can make my channel better. Because I want to keep rocking and rolling. And if you can donate to what I got going on, I need a lot of things that can keep this podcast rolling. So I need, I need some help on a few things. So donate to my Cash App. It's in my description. I'll have everything back up with the signs and all that, but I just feel that right now I want to just start pumping this information out to you till I finish cleaning up a few things and bring everything back to comfortability, should I say. But yeah, I want to get into something real deep. I want to speak about the homie Lil Boosie and his predicament. And before I get into that, I want everybody to know that I used to be a rapper back in the days, and even before Dame and them did, but I got locked up. But before Dame and them started that, everybody, do the independent move, go out there and push your own CDs and mixtapes and all that. See, back then, I wasn't pushing CD, I was pushing cassette tapes. And this was my joint. This is one of my joints I keep in the hole. It's a classic. This what me and my team was. Let me make sure it's correct. Yep. The Young Guns of Harlem. This Young Guns of Harlem cassette right here, I started as a young boy. And you'll see on the back, got a lot of my information up there. 723 St. Nicholas. I use my apartment as my office and everything. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been pushing the independent movement before the independent movement and teams like Master P and the Hot Boys, Baby Lil Wayne and all of them got popping. So, it's safe to say that I set a trend with doing this. And this was done with me and my bros, Kev Frost from 117th Street and my boy Ronnie Stone. Quick thing, how that came about. My bro Kev Frost was telling me, yo, he wanna rap. Cause he always was in the house, always chilling. So anybody know Kev, he quiet, laid back, good dude, give you the shirt off his back. Nothing to play with though. And when I say nothing to play with about guys, I want you to understand that when we was young, these type of guys, was nothing to play with if you poke the bear. But other than that, they good people. And another reason why I said, because now they transition into really got out of that young state of mind and doing grown man things right now, which I'm proud of my brother, Kev Frost. And shout out to Papa Duke. Shout out to Kurt Frost. Shout out to Slimmy Mike. I just wanted to bring that to y'all attention, how we was thinking. So he told me he wanted to be a rapper, and he called me down. I go to his crib, and we sitting down. We had a meeting, and we started sitting down. I said, all right, let's do it. I was already in the rap mental because of AZ when he started Mob Style. And it was him, Gangsta Lou, Whip Wop, Pretty Tone. So I was around, running around with them, and I wanted to be a part of that. But he already formulated the group, which was a genius move that AZ did. So I got my brother Kev Frost, and we did it. And unfortunately, he ran into some troubles, like I said, young back then, and was incarcerated. So I continued on to keep what we had alive and kept it rolling until my brother finished doing what he was, his time or whatever. And still, we got skits on there with him talking, everything. So, and it's online. Y'all can check out the Young Guns of Harlem. It's online somewhere. Somebody done put my music up there, as well as my songs with Big L, me, Big L, and McGruff. They got Big L up there like it's his song, and it's called Harlem NYC by Big Boosie. Well, let's just say Bootsie featuring McGruff and Big L and my boy Digger at the time, which his name still is Digger, from my building, 146. But so I gave y'all that story so I could transition into the Lil Boosie episode I'm about to talk about. So I just wanted y'all to know that I was a rapper then, as Big Bootsie, and later on, years to come, I started hearing about this cat named Lil Boosie. All my friends coming around like, yo, it's this rapper dude named Lil Boosie, which he spelled it Boosie, Boosie. Mine is Bootsie, but the same similarities. I probably could have put a stop and deceased on it, the same way how AZ sued, AZ from Mob Style sued AZ that was with Nas at the time. I want to say he sued for $500,000 or something because of the similarities. And AZ was out first, and I was out first as well. But by the time Lil Boosie came out, I still was dropping little stuff here and there, but Lil Boosie name just started taking off, and he was rolling and rolling and rolling. And I liked the music, and I knew he was a young cat, younger than me. So I was like, people was like, yo, man, that's a lawsuit. You should sue. He popping right now. He popping. Guess what I said? Nah, I ain't doing that. That little homie eat. That's just the type of person I am. Let him eat. Maybe me and him can meet in the middle one day somewhere, maybe do some music or something. So, unfortunately, I got locked up, caught a bid, and wasn't able to push mine as strong as I wanted to. But, like I said, Lil Boosie came a little bit afterwards, and started making noise. He started killing the airwaves. So killing it, and then him and Webby got together. And I liked what I was hearing. So I didn't want to do no lawsuit or stop at the seas. I ain't feel like going through all that and creating that stuff. Even McGruff. If y'all remember the Crime Dog commercial about stop crime, McGruff the Crime Dog they put a stop and deceased on my bro McGruff name. That's why he had to change it to Gruff. But everybody still know him as McGruff. But I'm just showing you how serious it is about a name out there when you're doing business. So I wasn't gonna do that. And as years go by, you know, I've kind of started getting into doing my own thing, opening my own label with other artists. And no, hold up, let me rephrase that. When I came home, I still was rapping. That's when I did the songs with Big L, McGruff, and all of that. And Bootsie wasn't out yet either, still. I came home in 95. Start putting together the new, it wasn't the Young Guns of Harlem, it was just me. Because I believe Ronnie Stone was doing a bid as well. So I just went on and started doing my own thing. I got with McGruff. McGruff brought Big L in. That's how I met Big L. And we end up being like brothers. Brought him down south. I told the story before, but I brought him down south. Was, you know, running all through the south when, you know, it got a little quiet for him with his artistry. Brought him back down south. We started making noise. And boom. Big L back popping again. Jay-Z and Dame Dash wanted to sign him. So anyway, my music was back out there. I was distributed through Unique's distribution out of Hyde Park, New York, through one of my homeboys named Nat, Cat in the Hat, Nat, Die Hard Records. He was managing my company, teaching me the game of how to do music. I was selling a lot of records overseas. So I was in a position to actually do a season deceased, however it may go, on Lil Boosie and try to do a lawsuit or whatever. But I chose not to. I told a lot of people that was coming to me, you know, try to get in my head to do that. I didn't want to do that. Little homies on the come up. And I started getting into the frame of mind to push other artists anyway. So that's just me being a real dude and didn't want to, you know, attack another black man's career, which we had similar names, but it was spelled different. So I was thinking, still my state of mind, shoot, we might could just do something one day if the time presents itself. And it never did, but that's where my mental was at, right? So as years go by, I'm down south. I'm maneuvering. I'm doing a lot of parties. I opened up 3 clubs, me and two partners with one of my clubs. And then I had one, I called it the Rooftop. And then I had one I called Club 2000, you know, emulate the name of my brother Unique Club up in New York, downtown Durham. Everybody tell you about it. I started, you know, pushing my label, and after that, I started doing parties in other places as well. I was moving around doing the parties because my name is real heavily known for doing parties, and, you know, party money is good money, but it's ups and downs. You win some and you can lose some also, so don't get it twisted. But, you know, my good outweighed my bad on that situation. So later on down the road, I always help cats with their parties, or I team up with them with their parties. And this particular guy named Face, y'all know him from Durham. He's incarcerated right now. He came to me and wanted to learn the party game as well. So I was showing him how to do the party game. I was showing him how to do his singing. Eventually he teamed up with the guy Balboa in Raleigh, one of my other homies. Y'all seen his episode that I did with him on here and with Face. But so Face wanted to bring Lil Boosie to Durham/Raleigh. And I'm like, let's do it. We got all the information. Got with Lil Boosie. They locked in the contract with Lil Boosie to come to, we brought him to Raleigh. We brought Lil Boosie to Raleigh. And so when we went and picked him up, had his hotel ready and everything. It was just a bunch of us. And once we got there and got him, he was like, man, I'll go to the hotel later, man. I need to go to the mall. We need to run around. Yo, one of the most humblest guys on this planet. And he was popping. And he was with us like he was, you wouldn't have never known unless you would have walked by and seen that was Lil Boosie. We going to this store, he jumping out. Yo, what they got up in here? I need to go up in here. Walk up in there, like, man, come on. We going up in there. I'm looking like, yo, is this real? He's kind of like one of the first celebrities that I really witnessed being a real dude besides Cameron. When Cam was at his peak, which Cam still is, don't get it twisted, but I'm just saying when he was heavy into his rapping world. Great, humble guy. Everybody said about Cam. I ain't seen a rapper yet talk no junk about Cam. I ain't seen a person in the street yet talk no junk about Cam, except for, he had his flaws and rivalries with a few other people. That died out, but I'm just saying. So we running around store to store, Boosie acting regular with us and chilling and everything, and it's like the brother's down to earth. He's a real dude. So, trying to think what club we took him to. It might have been Black Ties. If y'all could remember in the comments, man, remind me, man. It might have been Black Ties around this time. I want to say it was Black Ties. It's my boy Sack and all of them, they team. Everybody was there. And I'm going to get into that with my boy Sack. Big shout to Sack. Your brother Low. Welcome home, Low. For real. Bacardi, what's up? The whole team, man. So yeah, we take him to the club. Club flooded. I'm mad I don't have that footage. I don't know who was the cameraman that day, but like I said, I was just putting the party together for Face, and I don't know who he hired to do camera work and all that stuff. So that's the only reason why I don't have the film. But the party was crazy. Everybody in Raleigh would remember that party. We was the first to bring Boosie down here. Before anybody started bringing Boosie down here, we was the first in his Webby days. So, as we, took him back to his hotel, get ready. We all go leave, get dressed, go pick him up. We go to the club flooded. He killing it, right? This is the kicker. My homeboy Sack was a rapper back then. Everybody knows Sack and Low and all them real popular guys in Raleigh. And so I didn't know that Sack negotiated something with Bootsie for a feature. He did. So those are my boys. We always doing music together. We was out and I was showing them the ropes and trying to help get them distribution and all that stuff. And they had a studio in their house downstairs in the basement. And you got to walk down in this basement to get to their house. I'm going to show you how real Lil Boosie is. He didn't know them from a can of paint. He was just introduced to him when he got here. Through us. I don't remember who actually made the introduction to him and sacking them, but the club over, it's 2 in the morning. I was making sure everything was straight, all security paid, and everybody got paid, and the money went to the right person, and we got our payment. I leave. I'm trying to figure out where Sack and them went. He's like, they're at the house. I go to the house. I forgot who let me in. Anyway, he let me in the house. I goes downstairs in the basement. As soon as I get down there, I see one dude kind of stocky sitting on the couch. I see Sack standing by the boards, and I see Lil Boosie down there doing a verse with his white tee on. Hold, remind me back. Going to it again. Hold on, remind me. Now I gotta get it perfect. This man down there 2, 3 in the morning, after the party was over, recording with a dude, but you know, real recognize real. And Sack them is some good dudes, very humble, you know, and you can automatically know that they was good dudes. And that tells me Boosie's vision of recognizing a real person, because he was down there with just him and his one security dude, which looked like it was his homeboy, but he looked like he was one of them, yeah, nothing to play with type cats neither. But my point is, came down there showing love to another black man. He got paid, of course, about that money. I ain't mad at him. Who would be? But he was down there at the top of his career, putting in a verse as if he lived there. He went on and said, man, let's get this over with now. Went on and knocked it down, got that joint out, I got that song out of the way. Joint was hot. Sack to this day, man, I wish he would have put it out. He put it out, but you know, he still was in the phase of learning the game himself. I was still trying to teach him, but I think a few things went down. They had left from that spot. I can't really remember what happened, but he always said he was going to re-release it. I don't know. Hopefully you still got it, bro. Re-release it some kind of way. All these streaming platforms now, you can release it, and just to show and pay homage to Lil Boosie, man. So this is what I want to get into, man, about Lil Boosie. I wanted to break down to how real of a guy he is, why his career is lasting so long. He's still so relevant, and the hood love him. But as I'm seeing, it's a lot of other people that might be hood, might not be hood, that act like they was waiting for this moment for him to get locked up. We know Charleston White was. That's, you know, something that they got going on. But I'm just speaking about other people saying that he was crazy, he stupid. Why would y'all do that? Like, that's not good. That's whack. Why would y'all tear a black man down when he's down? Why would you do that? See, that's the problem with our culture, man. It's like as soon as a person get behind them walls, it's like, man, shouldn't have did this, shouldn't have did that. Instead of everybody sticking beside your fellow black man, even if it's a white man, sticking beside them when they get down behind the walls. He might know that he did wrong. He even apologized to his kids. But everybody human. People make mistakes. But still, at the end of the day, we know the police do a lot of trickery to a famous face. A lot of trickery. And if you can see the trickle effect of how that happened, and there's other people in the car, but who they put it on the most. I understand he got a violent past, violent criminal record, a lot of things. I get it. I totally understand that. But he's back out here free. But everybody's seen him he's been pulled over several occasions within 1 year. It's like they poking at him. Why nobody say, Boost was bugging, man, but still, man, it's like they keep bothering him. Why they don't just wait till he actually do be slipping? Why do a person, we have Fourth Amendment rights, man. Why do a person get pulled over just because of his face? And then that makes it right. And then our community start laughing at him. But the same people that's laughing, only thing they got to do is handpick one of y'all out of the thing and say, I want to bother him or I want to bother her too, every time I see them somewhere. See, that's the problem. They handpicking us when they feel like it. Yeah, he goes up there on the village and talks and says things and all that, but nobody can speak their mind without worrying about somebody coming to bother them. And I get it. Nobody want problems with the government, not at all. I always tell people, the only people I fear is God and the government. Nothing to play with. Don't want to be in their lane. Those are all the reasons why we left them streets, because we don't want to be put in a position to have to tell on nobody. So we don't have to worry about what they're asking about somebody else, and somebody putting something or blaming one of us for something, saying we a big dog in the game and all this stuff. That's why I left that to the side, because we already know that the government is nothing to play with, period. I'm just saying, why do our culture tear the next man down like it's funny publicly? That's not funny, man. He a man with kids, and he showed the love to his kids publicly. Melvin Farmer, a guy I respect. Talked with him on the phone. I interviewed him. Y'all can check that out on my page. The interview with Melvin Farmer. Real stand-up guy. Can't wait to meet him. But we talk on the phone, and we talk like we met each other. Talk like we know each other. And he showed me mad love. And he give me a lot of, game, a lot of insight on things from that was happening back when he was a young buck in the 70s and 60s and all that. But he's standing up for Boosie. He's creating something where they're going to rally for him if they didn't do it already. See, those are the things that's needed for all of us. Not just Lil Boosie, for all of us when we get in situations like that. That's nothing funny. That's nothing to just say, oh, I told you so, man. It is what it is. Everybody make mistakes. But sometimes it ain't just a mistake. Sometimes it's they can pull us over when they want to and do what they want and say what they want. And then they lock you up. It's easier for them to put you in there, and they don't lose no sleep. They get paid for it. They can take as long as they want to search that car and put you in jail, and then you got to figure your way out. And it's harder to get out of there. Look at all the R. Kelly stuff showing that all the stuff that them women put on him was fake and was bogey and was made up stuff. And he's still in there. Still got to fight his way out, because you got to go through the steps of the law regardless. It's not no, oh, wow, this happened, that they said this and it was a lie. Oh, it was in court. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, we got freedom. Let them go. It don't even happen like that. But that's how easy it is for us to get in there. And y'all think that's funny? To laugh at Lil Boosie like that? That's not cool, man. That could be your family member in there fighting for his life. I understand he had a past and did a lot of things. He paid his time, he did his time, and he home. And now he was chilling. He was building a little community. He was building some things that was going to give other people jobs that everybody out here crying about now. There's no money out here. A lot of the big dogs out here looking like they getting money. But it's a lot of big dogs out here ain't putting no money in nobody else's pockets neither. Because we all worried about who's shining the best, or who's shining first, or who riding the best car. Who got the best jury. Jury is played out. But, I like jury, so don't get it twisted. But it's not a need be. Only if I feel like getting some and going somewhere and look nice, because your appearance is everything. So, you might throw something on, look nice. You might want to switch up jewelry here and there. Don't get it twisted, but it shouldn't be glamorized and make somebody of status because they wearing jewelry. Because some people with jewelry on, their gas tanks is kind of on E. So, and I met a lot of, I'm not making this up. I know a few cats that's looking real good and had to send them a couple of dollars to get some gas. And I'm wondering like, dang. But they'll say it to me because they close to me. They won't say it to just anybody. But us tearing each other down like that and laughing like it's funny instead of coming up with a solution to actually help a brother that's in a situation like that. And like I said, it ain't just Lil Boosie, it's other people that's in there that's going through things and out of sight, out of mind. So if y'all ain't understanding, that's tearing down our black culture as well. That's tearing us down as black people. It ain't just only enslaving us. It's really just getting rid of us. Because some of us is dying in that jail, not even coming back home. Some of us are going to die in jail because of the way the laws are designed. But you can't tear a black man down when he's already down and his hands are tied behind his back and he can't do nothing. You think a man sitting in that cell, a lot of y'all ain't never sat in that cell. A lot of y'all ain't never really had no street headaches and ain't never really been in the streets and building from the ground up. And, get in position and comfortable, and then they just strip it all from you. Just because you looking good, or maybe just because you're about to put other people in position to have jobs. I'm wondering if some people thinking about that. And I get it, a lot of platforms talking about it, making a conversation about it, what he shouldn't have did and things like that. I get it. Because it's definitely a lesson too, but don't call a man, yo, he was stupid. There you go. He thought he was untouchable. And a person that speak their mind don't think that they're untouchable. They just speak in their mind. But if somebody more powerful than them than they are, that can actually come and just take them right off the street and possibly do it in a manner of law guidelines, but 9 times out of 10 is always loopholes in a case. Which means if a person beat it later and come back home, that means he went all the way to jail, all the way for nothing. And it doesn't matter because the police doesn't get held accountable. They'll be at home chilling. They'll get a spank on their hand probably from their superior, or probably won't even get a spank on their hand. They just be on to another case. It is what it is. They don't get no backlash, but you go to jail, you lose your houses. You lose your cars, you lose friends, you lose girlfriends, girls lose boyfriends, or however it may be. We got the worst end of the stick. Is all the reasons of why we should be sticking together and figure out a way to help each other when we sitting somewhere down and out. Send some donation to Bootsie, man. Help him out. I know y'all saying he rich, but sometimes it's just the thought that count. Help the brother out, man. Write some letters to him. Write some letters to the judge. Even if you don't know him, just speak about the good character part about him. Because the judges already got his criminal record and all that right in their face. But that was back then. Even though where he at the feds, they go by your old past history. But I'm wondering, when do a person ever get to say that they changed from their past if they can still bring it back up and they're not even doing what they used to do? And some people be young back then when knowing that the young mind is not thinking like a grown man at this point. So now, while we thinking as grown men, our young minds still haunt us up to this day and get us put back into the belly of the beast. Is that fair? Because I'm trying to think who. Roland Martin had some people up there on a panel. I watched a lot of Roland Martin. And it was saying about how these young cats get to make decisions, like one for with the sex change things, knowing that your mind is not developed. Bootsie spoke about that as well. Another thing is, I forgot the other incident where the lady was stating that it's evident, even if you're 20 and 21, you're still young-minded, and the decisions that you make you're still not fully developed to actually think like a real grown, responsible person. So we all make mistakes. So when you do get to 40 years old and you are now fully developed to think like a man, take care of your family, know you don't want to do what you was doing when you was 20, when they did get you in all that trouble and thinking ignorantly, now they still pull that back up. And you're not even thinking like that no more. You're thinking the way that the law wants you to think and move like a law-abiding citizen now. But they still hold you accountable for that. Is that right? Now, sit you in there for another 10 years, you come out 50, you get messed up. Again, they still hold and go back to the 18-year-old again. It's a cycle that's going to keep us locked up for one little thing, because now you are in the clutches and in the system of the law. And these are the reasons why me and my team be preaching about stay away from the streets, because once they got you, it's a wrap. It's rough for us right now. So it's a must that we stick together. With little things like this, man. As soon as a person go to jail, cats disappear. Think I spoke on that. Disappear with their money. If they lent them some money, they disappear and think that is cool. I know a lot of women that stick by their man. But I know a lot of women, they don't waste no time and break out. And sometimes it should be a decision, because, you know, sometimes some men I knew would tell their girls, I'm going to be here for a while, you know, you got to live your life, do you. That's what a real nigga do. That's what my brother, God bless the dead, Jabbo, did with his wife when we was fighting our case. He told her to go ahead, because he knew he was going to be there for a while. But it was a decision that they made. But I don't think we should be out here tearing each other down, man. It's not right. Bootsie isn't sitting somewhere with his hands tied behind his back. I'm sure he understands about negative comments to try, you know, ignore him. So he done did bids. He know how to bid. But I'm just speaking for other black men that might be going through the situation as well. And y'all might know one. Don't turn your back on them. Don't talk crazy about them. Even if they did something crazy, you ain't got to say it out loud. You know, kind of keep it to yourself, man. Like, because everybody make mistakes, even you. You probably just ain't do as much of a harsh type of mistake as others, but sometimes it costs you. It might cost you a pair of sneakers, a piece of jewelry, but it's a mistake that you wish you could turn and make go away. But your friend should be there to help you. Don't worry about that jewelry. We'll get it back. Don't worry about those sneakers. We'll get another pair. Don't worry about your freedom. And meaning, don't think that nobody's going to help you. We're going to help you get your freedom. That's how people should be talking. Because us as a community, as a black culture, we got it rough right now. And don't think that somebody's on your side, because y'all laughing and joking like y'all cool with the people that put them in jail. Whose side are all of us on, man? Like, for real. Now, if a person do a crime and it's legit, and I'm not saying, I don't know Lil Boosie case. I'm not saying his whatever they got him for is not legitimate. I don't know. I'm just saying don't tear a black man down when his hands tied behind his back, when he's already down. That's all I'm saying. Could still help him and uplift him, even if they have him to the right, could still help him and uplift him. So while he's going through his process, it'll be an easy process. At least he know he got some people out there that care. It's that, you know, when you're sitting in that cell, man, and you think people ain't thinking about you, that's emotional, man. That's like, that's stressful. But when you know you got people out there, you can lay there strong. That type of strength put other strength in you, even in a dark place. That's what keep people from being in dark places, man. For real. So it's like, let's don't forget where, you know, where we come from, and let's don't forget where we going. Because it ain't gonna get no better unless we make it better. We gotta make jobs for each other so we don't have to go through all this stuff. We gotta stop worrying about who's gonna get money first, who's gonna get the best car. Let's help each other get nice cars and nice jewelry, and we all have fun. Let's argue who's gonna pay for the food this time if we all hanging out. Let's do that. And I know some people don't get along sometimes. It is what it is. That's by human nature. And sometimes people overcome it. You gotta overcome it. When you're mad and beefing with each other, you gotta overcome that. And not only that, when you're mad and you're beefing with each other, if there's nothing that is that harsh that you can't turn it around, go turn that around and get back cool with each other, because we all we got and we all need each other, man. And us bickering with each other, this not gonna be a fun ride, man. Because you're gonna never know when you're gonna need that person. And if that person's good outweigh they bad, then yeah, I gotta forgive them, and I want to roll with it. I got some people right now, I be thinking like, maybe, man, I could patch a few things up with them, and whatever happened, that was in the past, and we talk about it and get around so it won't happen no more. Me and my bro, B Pipe, was talking the other day, and you know, he brought it to my attention, like saying like, whatever he might go through with somebody, he sit back and think about all the good things that was presented when him and that person was dealing with each other and had great times, good times, made good money together, had sad times too, but they're always smiling. And so one little incident, and he might be mad at the person right now, but this person need him. He gonna skip over that right now that he's mad at the person and understand that the person's good outweighs the bad. And he gotta step in and help that person. So I respected that. And that put something in my mental that I said I need to talk about, and that's why I'm talking about it right now to y'all. That's what it's all about. We out here team working, man. We can't be out here flipping on each other, scheming on each other, laughing when something happened to one of us. That's good for that person. Nah, man. We not gonna get nowhere with that. And I know this gonna go in one ear out the other to a few people, and I know a few people understand what I'm talking about. And then I know some other people that gonna really catch heed to this and take notes to it. I'll hear about it in the comments or run into people when I'm out in the streets. And big shouts out to everybody that be seeing me and showing me love. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna keep up the good work, man, for real. But yeah, man, Everybody, man, let's go Team Bootsie, man. Team Lil Boosie. Y'all hearing it from Big Bootsie, man. We got to roll for our people, man. If it wasn't for him, I'd still be speaking for the next man that's going through it. And that's what it's all about, man. But yeah, appreciate y'all for the support. Make sure y'all subscribe, share. This is what I do, the street knowledge thing. Like I said, my Instagram got hacked. Y'all hit me up on my new one, The Real Big Bootsie, Bootsie. Y'all hit me up, man. Let's chop it up. I'll be going live sometime, and I'll be having, good topics up there as well, and let y'all know when I'm dropping an episode over here. Make sure y'all hit that notification on this YouTube so y'all know when I'm popping up with something new, so that I can keep y'all with good information, give y'all good insight, give y'all uplifting conversation, something that you might not even was thinking about. And make sure y'all comment and pull my code on a few things and give me something to let these people know that don't know. And especially if I don't know, let me research it. And thanks for all the donations that people been sending me, man. My Cash App is in the description. I'll have everything back up on the screen where y'all can see it fluently, but the Cash App, # Bernard Riggin, Riggin, Bernard Riggin. Thanks to everybody that's been showing love. Like I said, I got a few new things that I got to get going on around here, and I want to make this the best. I want to keep this thing rolling. Thanks to all the supporters. Thank you for my haters too. I appreciate y'all comments. I don't even comment back to it. That's your opinion. I respect your opinion, man. I ain't mad. If I gotta pull your coat, I might here and there, but we don't feed into the negativity, man. So, but I appreciate y'all though. For real. So that's what it is. Your boy Big Bootsie, man. Rolling out, but I'll be back. I got something else good to talk about, man. Get ready to go get me something to eat, man. See y'all in a minute.